Have you ever had a dream so vivid you knew it was real? Or avoided danger because you listened to that voice in your head? Have you simply thought of someone and out of the blue they call you? What is deja vu? What do the origin of life, the universe, meditation have to do with one another? Can our body naturally heal from disease? Have I lived other lives before, and is it possible those lives are affecting me now? What we call good and bad, negative and positive, are really a natural synchronicity initiated by our own Creator, bringing our lives into a harmonious balance. This is the rhythm of life. Hello family, I greet you in love and light. You're watching The Rhythm of Life. I am your host, Sophia. You tuned in at a wonderful time because there is great love for you here. I have a beautiful guest with me today, Annaliese Lewis. She is an angel card reader and an intuitive.
Yes.
Thank you so much for sharing your energy with me today, Annaliese.
Thank you for having me. I'm so excited to be here.
Yes, me too. So tell me a little bit about what an intuitive is. What does that mean?
Well, for me, it's really touching into myself and also to the higher powers that be,
Okay.
and following that and guiding myself and others with my intuition. I can't explain it any more than that. It's just one of those things that I've always had.
Wow.
Yeah.
So when did you notice you had an ability? Because we all have intuition.
Right.
Sometimes we don't listen to it.
Right, yeah, exactly.
So tell me when you realized you had a special connection with it where when you listened to it, it was a benefit for you. When did you realize that?
I probably, as a child, if I look back, I've always had it then, and I have listened to it because there's been times where you get the little message in the back of your head or a little download, as I call them, then you go, wait, I shouldn't be doing that, or I need to tell somebody information. A lot of my information comes to me in dreams as well.
Wow. Okay.
So I've started really using it in the last 8 years with my family, with my friends, and really coming out and talking about it. And then probably publicly the last 2 years, I've done card readings and really coming out, I'll say out of the closet.
Okay,
yeah.
okay. Well, that's probably expected because I think people are more and more understanding that there's something to this.
Right.
Okay, so you said when you were younger you noticed and you had noticed your dreams. Now sometimes I remember my dreams, sometimes not.
Right.
But so tell me what you noticed different about your dreams. Did you dream something and it come true, or it helped you some kind of way? Tell me something about that.
A lot of times I've had dreams that have come true. Time frames are very different. I've had dreams where there was a big party that was going to be thrown, and that happened 3 years later. It was exactly how I pictured it in my dream.
Wow.
But I can't tell you when these specific times will happen, but I do have dreams that are premonitions that do come true.
Okay.
Yeah.
So do you write them down?
I do.
How do you?
I journal.
How do you? Okay, so you journal.
Yeah.
So you know now you don't do this every night.
Not every night.
I'm interested in dreams because I get them every now and then.
Right.
So.
I always have dreams every night, but it just depends upon whether they're a message or not, or if it's just information that I've kind of stored up throughout the day or the week, and other times it's messages. So I always write them down, whether or not they're relevant. I have to decipher that with my own, psychic dictionary is what I call it.
So what do you do to decipher that? Do you meditate?
I do meditate, but then I also look back at the information, or if there's symbols or if there's signs that come through in my dreams.
Yeah.
And then I have to decide, is that a message to tell somebody else, or is it a message for myself?
Okay.
So.
And you just kind of tune into your higher self to get that information.
I do.
You call it a download.
I do, yeah.
Okay. And I guess we are all downloading all the time.
Right. Yeah.
What helps you to focus in and know that this is something that is certain or important to express? What helps you to know that it's not just deciding whether to go to the movies or something insignificant? How do you know that this is important to focus in on?
It's what I call an aha moment, and it's one of those where you just know it's right. And usually, like I said, for me, I get visions and symbols.
Okay.
So when I have those, I definitely know that that is something that I need to communicate with somebody else or myself, and let myself know that I need to be careful, or I need to talk about this with somebody, or I have dreams that are ideas for other people to make and do, so I let them know about that.
Okay. So you said that you kind of hid the ability for a while. What made you feel more comfortable coming out the last few years?
Probably my friends. I have really close friends that are into the psychic world, into tarot, into angel card readings, and so that made me feel a lot more comfortable to talk about that. And once I got comfortable with them, it made me know that, why am I hiding this? Why am I just doing this in my free time at home?
These gifts.
Yeah, so I decided that I would,
Okay, we're going to take a short station break, and we'll be right back with Annaliese.
for my paper. She turned out to be a flaker. She hurt my heart, I really hate her. Now I gotta erase her. Scratch her name right off the list and try to act like she didn't exist. I feel like brand new paper, cause I had to erase her. But I just gotta keep it real with you. let you cry. Stop what you're doing to me.
Welcome back to the Rhythm of Life. We really appreciate you sharing your time and energy with us today. I have a wonderful guest with us today, and she's Annaliese Lewis, and we've been talking about her ability to be intuitive, and also she is an angel card reader. So talk to me a little bit more about that, Annaliese. You are an angel card reader. I've heard of tarot cards.
Sure.
What are angel cards? Are they different? Tell me a little bit more about that.
So for me, everybody's heard about tarot. Tarot's as old as, history and time. So I started off with that, but it didn't really resonate with me, and I really wanted to use a tool to help me with my abilities.
Yes.
So I came across angel cards, and they connected to me more because I've always been very connected with angels and with source. So I decided, let me try this. And they just really resonated with me, and they just really guided me with my intuition. So it's another tool that I can use. But as far as the differences, tarot has 78 cards in their deck.
Yes.
And they have very much archetypes that involve with what you're going to be reading and telling your client or your customer that you're reading for. With angel cards, they're a powerful, positive information that comes from them, and there are only 44 cards in a deck. So those are like the two major differences, but angel cards are inspired by tarot. They were just created as they've only been around about 200 years versus tarot, which has been around for thousands.
And it is a way for you to connect with people's guides, perhaps your guides or the guides of the person you're sitting with?
It does. It helps me. My team comes together for me, but then also I'll get sometimes hits from other guides, of the person that I'm reading for too. So it's basically whatever information comes through. So I use it as a tool to get me more information with that person that I'm doing the reading for.
Wow, what a wonderful ability. Now you've done one for me, and I had never had that done before. So that was really exciting for me.
Yeah.
And I did get some very insightful information, and we are going to do a short one a little bit later, so that'll be fun. But tell me why you felt like this was important for you to follow. Why is this path important for you to follow, and why are you on it?
Well, for me, I love to help people. And this is just another tool for me to help people, to guide them with what they're supposed to be doing in their path and their journey. So it's just really important for me to do my journey to help other people on their journey. And that's really why I do it. I do it for the love of it, not for anything else.
Yeah, and there is a lot of love there.
Yeah.
I think people are starting more and more to understand that this is gifts that God has given all of us.
Absolutely.
Each and every one of us. You mentioned having your source. So tell me a little bit what you mean by your source or your higher connection.
Yeah, so that's a whole team for me. I believe in, I do believe in God. I believe in all the angels. And then all my other relatives that have passed on. So that's my team.
Your ancestors.
My ancestors. Yeah, there's a big team up there for me. But then also I know my grandma. My grandma's a huge influence in my life when she was alive, and now as she's passed on.
So you've stayed connected with your grandma. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Yeah,
because I think all of us have experienced loved ones, and I guess we're taught that they're, we'll see them when we pass on, or we can communicate with them when we pass on, and that's not true.
Right.
That's not true.
Yeah, so you can reach out to them whether they're, currently living with you now, or even if they've passed on, they're still there for you always. Yeah, and so I look to her a lot for guidance.
Okay.
Yeah.
And when you do that, share with me some exciting things that have happened for you, or even something that you've been able to share with a client that was exciting.
That's a tough question.
Okay.
For me, that's a really tough question, because for me, it's just a natural occurrence that happens when I do readings for clients. It just naturally comes out. There's information where a lady was talking about her husband, and she was asking about his health. And I was like, oh, he has knee problems. And she was like, you're exactly right. I go, well, the medication they're giving him is not the appropriate medication. And she was like blown away that I knew that. And I was like, and it's just information that I get. I have no control over it. It's just information I get downloaded to, tell other people.
And you just accept it. You don't question it.
I just accept it. Yeah. And I go,
see,
this
that's
is what
where
you
I
need to
think
know.
I mess up. I go, oh, is this real?
Right.
And I can't do that.
Yeah. So you just kind of have to let that go, and you just give the information that needs to be told.
Yeah. Okay. We're going to take a short station break once again. We'll be right back.
Yeah. But they can break you with the words that they say, so you gotta puff your chest out and don't be broken with those words. Hamlet.
I don't always have the answers, not as much as I want. I'm learning that I still got room to grow. Oh, every day ain't always sunny, but I ain't scared of the dark. 'Cause even when the sun don't shine, I know to make lemons in the lemonade. Something out of nothing, I just roll with the punches. I'm cool. 'Cause I remember grandma's words saying, baby, this is what you do.
You gotta be strong, be wise, don't let them see you cry. Fight hard and have your own mind, and in the end it will be alright.
She told me,
Don't you worry,
you gotta be strong.
hold on,
I know I should be wise.
be strong.
I love you.
Don't worry, baby.
No.
Oh,
I love you.
no. No. I'm singing there, y'all.
Welcome back to the Rhythm of Life. Once again, I'm here with Annaliese Lewis, and we are shortly going to do an angel card reading. But before we do that, Annaliese, thank you once again for sharing your time with me.
Yes, thank you for having me.
You're welcome. Surely you've come across some skeptics or some people that even, may be a little judgmental. How do you handle that? Like, how has that affected you, and how do you handle that?
For me, I haven't actually come across it personally for myself.
Okay.
Because I do it all like really authentic, and it comes from the heart, and I'm very like personable. So I don't get that from a lot of people. But I do see it with other clients that I've dealt with or other readers that I've seen happen. So when that does happen, it's all about educating. It's all about letting them know that this is spirit, this is our universe, this is our world, and this is how it is. And some people have the true gifts and they're using them in the right way.
Right.
And other people have the gifts and they're using them in the not so right way because they want to make, money off of it.
Yeah.
Or they tell you, you have a curse so they can get more clients to come back. And,
Yeah.
there's all those things. And that's not the right way to do it.
Yeah.
And so I think for that, that is the only way that I've seen, like, with people being skeptical.
And that's unfortunate.
That you have to educate them on it.
Yeah. And I can understand from both perspectives. Someone like yourself that is honestly just using your gifts.
Right.
And then someone that has been maybe scammed before or felt taken advantage of. So now they've become leery of it all.
Right.
And how do you suggest someone overcome that? Like, if they really do seek guidance, how would they overcome that in finding the right teacher or the right guide?
I think someone you feel comfortable with. I mean, that's the biggest thing. And if they are authentic in what they do and they're not trying to pull, the wool over your eyes, but somebody that you feel comfortable with that has proven to have a good track record and it's given you accurate information or is there to guide you along the way,
Okay.
So
and we'll definitely show your website so people know where to find you.
Well, thank you.
Let's do a short reading.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good to me.
If you wouldn't mind putting your left hand on the top of the deck and putting your energy into it, and you just let me know when you're ready.
Okay. Ready.
All right, and then I'll take the deck. All right, so for here, you have Archangel Michael watching over you, which in this case can be any of your guides that are watching over you. And then you also have surrender, release that came up for you, and nature. So when I see that, is that you are being guided by a higher power and to do all the work that you're supposed to be doing, and you're being watched over and protected by your archangel. Also surrender and releasing that you're kind of stuck somewhere that you need to let go of some things.
Okay.
So then it can flow freely and flow fluidly.
Okay.
And also I see nature comes up for you, which means they need you to get back out into nature because you're going to be able to meditate out there and you're going to go on walks. And that's going to give you more focus on what you need to get done on your journey here.
Okay. So that's just a brief reading.
Yes.
And that makes me want more.
Right.
But those three things really, can I show the cards?
Of course, yeah.
Since
You
we're
may pick them
not.
up, yeah.
So this is the Archangel. And this one is surrender and release.
Yes.
I'm holding on to some
You're
things
holding
I
on,
need to let
yes.
go. Okay.
And it's not so much a forgiveness, it's like you're holding on, kind of a worry maybe,
Yeah.
that you need to release and let go because it's all going to work out okay.
I feel that.
Yeah.
I feel that. And then this one is a nature. And I do need to do that. I used to do it more often than I do now. And I do need to get out into, I've been saying, I want to go hiking. I want to go hiking.
Because you are very connected to it.
Yeah.
And sometimes we just forget in our busy world.
Yeah.
So I think you taking that walk out in nature, getting back out there, it's going to get you refocused.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank
and grounded.
you. Yeah, that's beautiful. Well, I'm definitely going to show your website here because we want people to be able to find you. And how long have you been doing this?
So this about 2 years, but then really having my own page in about a year.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
so very, very new.
But you
I've been
felt
doing
it
readings.
since you were so little.
Yeah, and I've been doing readings for family and friends for about 8 years.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Well, thank you.
Thank you
I
so much.
appreciate you.
Yes.
Thank you so much, family, for sharing your time with me today. You can find me on Instagram at @SophiaM, or you can email me. All of that is on the screen. I want to give my appreciation to Pasadena Media as well. And as always, I leave you in the grace and in the peace of all that is.